If you like making pizza at home, but you're intimidated by starters, don't worry. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make the fastest, easiest, and most active yeast-based starter possible, and it's called a Poolish. So what's a Poolish? It is a yeast-based starter that has equal parts by weight of flour and water. And a Poolish can be ready in as few as 4 hours, and you can stretch it all the way up to 24, maybe to 48 if it's refrigerated. But for a room temperature Poolish, I like to do mine overnight, and it ranges between 8 to 12 hours, and it's fantastic. To make a Poolish, you need some real basic equipment, but there's one tool that you need to be able to do this properly, and that is a gram scale, whether it's a 0.1 or 0.01 gram scale. It's best to make any type of dough recipe by weight, not by volume, because your cup of flour may weigh different than my cup of flour, so our recipes can come out totally differently. So get yourself a gram scale. Other than that, you're gonna need some bowls, a whisk, and a rubber spatula. Okay, equipment is covered. Now let's talk about consistency. Whenever you're experimenting with dough recipes, you want to make sure that your ingredients stay the same, or you're only changing one thing. So you want to use the same type of flour for a while so you can see how you like it. I've been using this Pillsbury high gluten flour I get at Restaurant Depot because it's like the only place I can find high gluten flour locally, and it's still an hour plus away. Otherwise, you can get it online. Good luck finding high gluten flour in most grocery stores. It can be challenging, but high gluten flour is great for the recipe and the type of dough that I personally am going for. So when it comes to flour consistency, get yourself a big bag so you have a bunch to experiment with, and you'll save some money. The next thing a lot of people don't talk about with pizza dough recipes or any type of bread dough recipe is the water. I've moved quite a few times since I got really into making pizza. So what I do is use filtered water for my recipe, because it doesn't matter if it's coming out of the tap or out of the well or out of a pond. I mean, this thing by Barreau can filter it all. It's absolutely phenomenal. Now, this may look familiar to some of y'all, being the Berkey, but Berkey couldn't make filters anymore. There's all this drama behind it, so Barreau is like the next level version of the Berkey. Barreau, however you pronounce it, this is awesome. And I've been using this for my pizza recipes, and it's been great. So remember, consistency in flour, consistency in water, and next up is consistency with your yeast. I'm using right now instant yeast, which is totally fine. Don't let some pizza aficionado make you feel guilty for using instant yeast. I'm telling you, you'll be totally fine. I've used active dry, and with that, you have to bring your water temperature to about 100 to 110 degrees. You got to whisk your yeast together, make sure it's alive and active and all well. I'm telling you, I've noticed no difference between the two. So I like to stick to the instant yeast, and I use the same brand, I don't know, Fishman's or those little bottles you get at the grocery store. It's worked totally fine. Real quick, let's talk about hydration. The recipe that I'm sharing in the description is based off of 1,000 grams of flour. I'm gonna do this recipe at a 67% hydration, which means in total, I'm going to be using 670 grams of water. Now for the Poolish, you have to have your ingredients and then subtract from there what you're making your Poolish with. In this case, I'm gonna do 200 grams of flour to equal parts, 200 grams of water, and then 4 grams of yeast. So later, when I make the final dough recipe, I'm gonna put the remaining 800 grams of flour and 470 grams of water, and then my salt, into the recipe. So keep that in mind. Whatever Poolish you decide to do, make it somewhere between 20 and 30% of the ingredients of your total recipe. In this case, it's simple, 1,000 grams of flour. I'm using 20%, which would be 200 grams of flour for the Poolish. Getting started, I'm gonna measure out 200 grams of filtered water from the Barreau. Oh, nailed it. The best thing about this is it tastes the same. No matter what I pour into the top here, the same tasting water comes out the bottom. It's fantastic. Now that you have your water weighed out, you are going to whisk in 4 grams for this recipe of instant yeast. Now the reason that you're whisking it in is because you want to make sure that your yeast is alive. And see how it's already bubbling and pretty much holding the bubbles after just a few seconds of whisking? That means that this yeast is alive and well, but you want to make sure it gets totally dissolved. And with instant yeast, what's great is you don't have to bring your water to 110 degrees. But if you want to use active dry yeast, then all you have to do is measure out more of the water than you're going to actually use. Throw it in the microwave for a little bit until you get it to like 115 degrees. Then dump what you need into your stainless steel bowl or whatever type of bowl it is, because that's going to be cold. It's going to drop the temperature a little bit. Once it's between 110 and 100, then you can start whisking in your yeast. Look. See how it's holding the bubbles there? That means it's alive and well. So I'm just gonna go a little bit longer with this. Get some good ASMR. Little cut ahead here. After a minute, it's still holding bubbles. My yeast is good to go. And the next thing we're gonna do is add our 200 grams of sifted flour. And the reason why is this will break up any chunks of flour that just might get clumpy. With this, since it's a 1-to-1 ratio of water to flour, you usually don't get that. But for other dough recipes that aren't 100% hydration, which is a lot of them, you want to sift your flour so you don't get chunks. Now with a rubber spatula, we're just going to bring this together. Barreau here was kind enough to send me this filter. So they saw one of my knife videos that I was doing and saw the Berkey in the background, and they're like, hey, would you like a new one? I was like, hell yeah, I want a new one. So they have generously sponsored this post video. I don't know, I'm new to this whole disclaimer stuff. So look, you're gonna get kind of like a pancake batter consistency with this. And as I'm mixing, I'm pressing down because I wanna break up that flour as much as possible. Even though it's sifted, sometimes just the way things hit, it'll start to clump up. And with this, again, it's 100% hydration because there's the same amount of water by weight as there is flour. So you're not really gonna have to worry too much about having chunks in here. But I still like to hold it on an angle and press down as I'm bringing it in towards me. And I'm looking for that thick pancake batter-like consistency. Now you just wanna scrape down all this Poolish goodness. And if you're working from home, use your finger. If you're not, just don't let anyone see that you're using your finger. And the last thing you need to do with your Poolish is just cover it up. You can put this in a Tupperware container. You can cover it with some foil, or you can use some plastic wrap like this so you can spy on it every once in a while. I got my time marked, and now it's really up to you for how long you want this to go. I like to go between that 8 to 12 hour mark. Based off of when I started this and when I'm gonna actually make my dough recipe tomorrow, I'm gonna be approaching that 18 to 20 hour mark, which is totally fine for it to be room temperature. Now, if you're tight on the schedule and you want to make this a couple days ahead of time, I would say you could go about 48 hours if you refrigerate it, and you'll see plenty of activity. The only thing I would recommend doing is about an hour or two before you start making your pizza dough, take it out of the fridge and just let it rest at room temperature. Well, there you have it, folks. That's a Poolish. A lot of detail, but at least now you understand all the ins and outs of what it takes to make something that's actually really simple. Thanks so much to Barreau for making my water delicious and making this video happen. I'm Chef Brandon Allen. Thanks for joining. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to take this Poolish and make some awesome pizza dough.